Hello, parents. Welcome to the Masterful Parenting Podcast. I'm Ann Alvarez, parent coach, school counselor, and mother of two. Do you sometimes struggle with your parenting role? Do you notice that sometimes you're repeating patterns that you learned in your own childhood? Maybe you are carrying childhood pain that has not been healed, and you notice that it is showing up in your parenting with your own children. Perhaps you yell or get frustrated easily. Maybe you are directing them or telling them what to do all the time, and you notice that your actions are affecting your relationship with your children. Well, parents, I totally understand this. I came from childhood pain and I learned how to be a relational parent with my children. And I can teach this to you as well. This podcast is all about learning how to heal the childhood pain that we are carrying so that we can foster healthy relationships with our kids. Join us every week for a new show, and we will dive into the healing and the fostering of healthy relationships with our children. Hello, parents. Welcome to the Masterful Parenting Podcast and YouTube channel. Today's episode, we are talking about adult children. So today it's going to be a very tender topic, I know, and maybe painful, and something that many parents are quietly carrying shame about. But we ask the question, why don't adult children want to see their parents? So if you're a parent who feels confused, hurt, rejected, or even angry, this episode is for you. And if you're an adult who has needed some distance, this is also for you. Let's talk about what's really happening beneath the surface. Everything goes back to childhood. As Dr. Gabor Maté teaches, our early experiences shape our nervous system, our attachment patterns, and how safe we feel in relationships. And adult children don't suddenly wake up and at 35 and decide, I'm not going to talk to my parents anymore. Distance is usually the result of accumulated um, emotional experiences with their parents. It's rarely one argument. It's rarely about politics. It's rarely about a holiday dinner. It's about how they felt growing up. So what was missing? What was missing was emotional safety. So many adult children say things like, I can't be myself around my parents. I feel judged. They never really listen. They always defend themselves. And when a child grows up feeling criticized, dismissed, controlled, or emotionally unseen, their nervous system um, learns that the relationship is not safe. And when they become adults, they finally have a choice. So distance becomes protection for them. And when there's no repair, like that is an issue, right? That along the journey of the parent-child relationship, if repair has not been done over the years, then that is what is causing some of the angst with the adult children, not really wanting to be around their parents. So every family has conflict and it's normal, but what determines closeness later isn't absence or mistakes, it's the presence of repair. So, did we say, I'm sorry, I was wrong? Help me understand your experience. I didn't see it that way before. So, or maybe we justify our actions. Maybe we minimize it. So unrepaired ruptures don't disappear with time, they accumulate And over decades, that weight gets heavy. So I'll just share with you parents, like for me personally, when I disclosed my story to my mother and I told her, like without blaming her, how I felt as a kid, that I felt very sad about my childhood when I think about it. Then at first, my mom was defensive and she said I was a single mom. I was worried about money. I was trying to get you through school, all of these things. And being the adult child, I didn't buy the excuses because I've always felt and still feel today that we as parents have to give our children what they need emotionally, and we can't make excuses. So even though I started to understand her a little bit better and I wanted her to share her reasoning, I still didn't totally buy it. But over the years, my mom has apologized and it's made it easier for me to forgive her. And today we have a really great relationship and she still apologizes. So the repair is so huge for an adult child to hear their parents say, I'm sorry. Like I didn't know better or I was stressed or whatever it was. But you know what, honey, I'm truly sorry. That repair is so, so important and key to salvaging the relationship between an adult child and their parents. So when boundaries weren't respected, sometimes adult children pull away because they've established a boundary, but the parent is still overstepping their boundaries like they did when they were children. And so that might look like constant, unsolicited advice, like you're always giving advice to them. And they're adults already. So we're not looking for advice. Like adult children are not looking for advice. They just want to share. And guilt when they have to say no, you know, they're made to feel guilty by their parents if they're saying no to something that parents want, or overstepping with the grandchildren, you know, maybe directing to there or directing with the grandchildren, or um, giving advice about how you should be parenting the grandchildren, or expecting access without emotional responsibility. So I should be able to come over. I'm your mother. I should be able to come over anytime, right? So expecting access, but not checking if the emotional connection is still there or if it's okay. If someone feels that they have to fight to be respected, then they eventually stop showing up. So distance becomes the only boundary that works. Okay. And they were the caretaker. Okay, so this is a possibility. So um honestly, kids that have parents that were struggling, like with depression or mental illness or finances or just worry and fear, then the child takes on the role of caring for the parent, or if the parent was sick, right? And so as children taking on an adult role, it makes them grow up too fast. And they were the mediator. They were the emotional support for the parent. They were the good child who didn't cause any trouble. They were the one who swallowed their feelings to keep peace. And when they grow up, they don't want to re-enter that role. They don't want that anymore because they're tired. They're tired of taking on the weight that really should have been the weight of the parent, not the child. We call it parentification, when a child is taking on the role of the parent, the problems of the parent, and caring for the parent, right? Taking on that parent role when they're a child. So it's not healthy. And so finally, as an adult, they're choosing themselves. They said, I've given everything. Like when I was a kid, I gave, and I didn't get any of my needs met. And So then they just stop. They're like, I don't want to be associated with that anymore. I don't want to be repeating that pattern anymore. And they've done their own personal growth. So sometimes therapy changes everything, and an adult child begins to see that this wasn't healthy the way I was brought up, or I didn't feel good when I visit my parents. I don't feel good about it. And I don't have to tolerate this anymore because they're my parents. So growth can raise your standards for emotional safety. So it's really protection. And if the parent hasn't grown alongside them, then the gap can be enormous, right? So parents have to grow too. They have to reflect. They have to be aware of the struggles that they had when their kids were small, and repair that say it was wrong. You shouldn't have taken on that responsibility, or I know I was too judgmental or criticizing of you, and I'm going to try and do better, right? That's growing in the emotional safety for our kids. And it's not always about the parent. This is super important. Sometimes adult children are overwhelmed with work, parenting, marital stress, mental health challenges. Like sometimes they are overwhelmed themselves. And so they have to distance themselves to handle the struggle that they're going through. And sometimes they're in survival mode. So distance doesn't automatically mean rejection. All right. So we need to know what's going on in our adult children's lives. And the hard truth and the hope of this story is that most adult children don't want estrangement. They actually want to feel understood. They want to feel respected. They want to feel emotionally safe with their parents. And they want to feel like their experience matters. So here's the hopeful part, parents. It's never too late to become the safe parent, even with adult children. So that starts with curiosity instead of defense, with humility instead of control, with listening instead of correcting, and with repair instead of pride. So, parents, just a gentle reflection for you. If your adult child is distant, you need to ask yourself some questions. When they share hard feelings, do I get defensive? Uh, can't tolerate hearing their pain without correcting it, right? You shouldn't feel that way. Why do you feel that way? Or move to problem solving. Well, you should be doing this, right? That causes unsafety in a relationship because someone doesn't really feel heard. And then, have you ever sincerely apologized? Do I respect their boundaries? Do I say, oh, are you busy? I just want to stop in to see the grandkids. Do you ask? Now, am I more concerned with being right than being connected? Because as parents, we have to be humble. We have to say, I don't need to be right. I want a good relationship with my kids, right? No matter what age they are. So it's not about shame. It's just about awareness, because awareness creates change. So if we want close relationships with our adult children, then we have to create emotional safety, not just physical proximity, right? We have to become the kind of parent that they feel safe coming home to. You know, we have to ask them about their lives and their day, like how are things going? How are you doing? Is there anything I can help you with? Right? Offering support. And the work begins inside of us, parents. So if this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to heal your own childhood patterns so that you don't pass them on, pass them forward, then I would love to give you support. Um, I am, I have walked this journey myself, and I have experienced some estrangement with my mom in the early years when she was being very toxic with me, and I had to have a boundary with her. But I want to give you hope, parents. You know, my mom and I are very, very close now. It took years for us to understand each other. And I decided that I was not going to hold back how I truly felt because as a kid, I couldn't voice my opinions. It didn't feel safe to. But as an adult, I decided I am going to always voice how I feel and how I think about things. And that honesty has made my mom like grow. Um, and as I said before earlier, that my mom's apologized many times, and her humility has softened my heart towards her, you know? And now I just love her like crazy. Uh, and we just actually went out for dinner. So there is hope, parents. There is hope. Um, but we have to do that inside work and we have to uh, think about our role in the relationship. Are we keeping safe? So if you're ready to heal your own childhood patterns, so you're not passing them on and you're not repeating them with your grandkids, then I would love to support you inside the Masterful Parenting Program because everything goes back to childhood and the healing can start with us. So just reach out for support. I would love to help you, parents. Adult children, we have similar issues, and the patterns can still repeat with our grandkids. So if we can break that cycle and everybody feels good and healthy in their relationships with each other, then it's going to make a world of a difference in your family. Thank you so much, parents. Take care.
Thank you, parents, for joining the show today. If this show blessed you, changed you, or helped you in any way, I would appreciate a Google review or a review on my podcast. And I would love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Masterful Parenting, so we can get the word out to more parents about relational parenting. Thank you so much, parents, and we will see you next time. Take care, everybody.